I am an African. I owe my being to the hills and the valleys, the mountains and the glades, the rivers, the deserts, the trees, the flowers, the seas, and the ever-changing seasons that define the face of our native land.
Though we are enjoying the occasion, the celebration is high, but since we have taken so much time, I had the intention of speaking for 5 minutes, but I'll make it 2. That's number one. Secondly, I will skip the protocols and stand on the existing protocol already established earlier in the day. So let me start by just acknowledging the Vice Chancellor, students, and the learning community of the University of Limpopo, who have graciously organized a day to celebrate Africa. From the 25th day of May in 1993, when we had our elder statesmen, the fathers and grandfathers of the modern day Africa, converge under the banner of the Organization of African Unity and signed the charter establishing this organization. We remain ever grateful to that solid foundation that they laid. On that very day, we still had a lot of the African countries still under colonial rule. And it is therefore with gratitude that we remember Article 12 of the Charter that said, "No African country shall rest until the whole of Africa is free of colonial domination." So that article is worthy of what has brought us together to celebrate a day like this. In my humble capacity as the High Commissioner of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in South Africa, I am very grateful to the organization, the organizers of today, and the opportunity they gave me to thank the AU as an organ and to thank the government and people of South Africa, who have, over the years, remained very, very close friends and confidant of the government and people of Nigeria. In this regard, let me celebrate, as part of the AU's celebration, the establishment of the Nigeria-South Africa relations at the highest level, known as the Binational Commission. That is the highest level you can have interaction between states. So Nigeria and South Africa happily operate at that very level of the Binational Commission. And let me recall that on the 1st of December 2021, His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa was in Abuja as part of the 10th Binational Commission meeting. This is coming at the heel of a similar visit by President Buhari in 2019 as part of the Binational Commission when he visited South Africa. So let me say that with the establishment of the African Continental Free Trade Area, our relationship has soared higher by establishing pillars that will enhance further trade and commercial activities between our two countries. Both countries have our major trading partners outside the continent. So we need to scale down on that and trade among ourselves, not only between South Africa and Nigeria, but between South Africa and other African countries, between Nigeria and other African countries. So the ACTA, which is the Continental Trade Agreement between all African countries with headquarters in Ghana, is apt at this moment. Secondly, we do have our challenges, but our challenges are not insurmountable. We need to re-establish ourselves at the person-to-person diplomatic level. The two governments are operating at the very highest level. Our ministers of foreign affairs, they interact very regularly. I also had the opportunity of meeting so many of the South African ministers. We operate even at the United Nations in unison, but the people-to-people relationship needs to be improved upon, and the two countries have agreed in this respect. We've established recently the Consular and Migration Forum, also known as the CMF, where the two officials meet every month to discuss issues between our two countries. Let nobody be deceived that there is anything xenophobia, there is anything Dudula movement. It is the issue of our dissatisfaction with governance. And this is replicated in many other African countries, Nigeria, Kenya, Algeria, Egypt. So we have that dissatisfaction, and we need to also get closer to the grassroots so that we address issues, solve the problem of unemployment by generating reasonable and credible employment opportunities, particularly in the private sector. The private sector drives the economy, and therefore we should, as nations, establish pillars that will strengthen the commercial activities, industrial base, so that manufacturing is what can take a lot of our labor force. The government has limited vacancies and very few resources to pay good salaries. The private sector pays better, so we have to make effort to establish that. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I said I'll take only 2 minutes. Let me once again thank the good people of the University of Limpopo community for organizing a day like this and for inviting the diplomatic corps. I also need at this juncture to thank and acknowledge my colleague, the ambassador of Central Africa, who has also graciously and patiently waited through proceedings for today. On this note, I thank you for your patience and the 2 minutes you've given me to address you. Thank you.